Hi guys, welcome to the session. So in last session we have how to create a new test case with page fixture and without page fixture using browser context and page. We have created and seen how different ways, right? Okay, fine. So next session would be like in the current session we will discuss about what are the actions, basic actions we can do in the Playwright. So in this section, so actually in any page, like in once we launch any application, so as a tester we can do, these are the basic operations we can do, right? So these are the actions. So locator dot check, so the element is available in the present in the page or not. So this is not that one. Okay, this is any input checkboxes are there, we can, by using check method we can select the checkbox. So this is a click. So if you want to click on any link button, okay, so you can perform and click on anything, we can click on by using locator dot click. So if you already anything, the checkbox is already selected, checked state, so we can uncheck by using uncheck. If any mouse over things, we can use locator dot over method. So this is a fill method we can use for any value. If you want to enter into a specific text box by using fill method. So if you want to focus on any specific element, so we can use focus method. So if you want a specific element, if you want to click on single click by using brush method. Okay, so and also be, you can upload any file, so by using set input files is the method to upload file to file upload. Okay, to file uploads. Okay, this is a select option to select the value from the drop down values. So we can check, we can write a simple test case for these actions. In we can create a one test class and we can how to perform these actions one by one, we can check thereafter. So we can assertions also we can do. So what type of assertions basically we can do? So if checkbox is selected, hence it is in checked state, so it is it checked or not? Okay, we can check by using to be checked. So before going to that, expect is used for asserting assertion means, okay, assertion. So do you want to assert the specific element, means is it what is the status, so is it checked or not, is it enabled or not? So how we are using in a assertions in testng or JUnit, right? So in similar way here in Playwright, using by using expect is a, by using the expect method is used for assertion of each and every element. Okay, so the status of element we can check by using expect method. Okay, so to be enabled, to be visible, if the element is visible or not, then only we can enter any value into that, or if you want to click on that. Okay, so before going to that, we can to be visible or not, means we can check that visibility of that element. And also be to contain text. Suppose if you want navigating into that page, so you need to validate, okay, you are in correct page or not, so you need to verify, so you are in the, you can verify some content, okay, into the text content text in the page by using to contain text. Okay, to have attribute, for example, if any tag is having name, class, id and any other attributes we have, so we have to check the specific attribute is available for the tag name. Okay, we need to use by using to have attribute. To have count, you want to check, for example, a list of values it is displayed in the page, so you may need to check the count of the list of elements should be given count. So by using to have count is a method to verify the list of elements have given length. Okay, to have text, so here we have two methods, one is to have text, one is to contain text. To have text is, so it should match complete text. To contain text is, it's like kind of partial text. Okay, so to have title, to have URL we already checked earlier also. So you are already navigating into some page, so you are in the correct page or not by verifying the title of the page, and also be you are in the correct URL launched in the correct page you are navigating into the by using to have URL is the method to validate. These are the basic assertions we can perform in this Playwright. Okay, we can check one by one by using this sample test application. Okay, this is the test automation practice blogspot.com. So once you navigate, means once you launch this application, you can see this is a title of the page. If you can see automation testing practice, this is the title of the page. Okay, let me create a one sample test case, some test file. Okay, so we need to validate basic actions dot spec dot ts. So we can check one by one what are the actions we are performing here. We can one by one we can check. Okay, so these are the actions. Okay, so here how to comment all lines in the Visual Studio, Control K and Control C, so it will comment all the lines. Okay, so one by one we can check. Okay, first, what is the first step we need to start? Import statements. Okay, import. So what are we need to import? Test. Okay, expect. From where? In single quotes @ playwright / test. Okay, this is the first statement. Next, so this is my test case. So I want to verify basic actions. Basic actions. To verify basic actions. So here we need to give arrow function. Okay, this is the code what I want to implement here. So inside what we need to give page picture, and here need to put the comma. It should be async. Okay. Now the next step would be we can write our code. So what is the URL? This is the URL. Let me page dot create the page dot go to. Okay, this is the URL can give here. So here it should be await. Control S. Let me check the application URL is launching successfully or not. So what is the command? npx playwright test. So I want launch with Chromium browser, project equal to Chromium. So I want C in headed mode. Okay, so here I don't want to launch all the test cases, only I can run only this specific file. So what is the file name? Basic actions. So if you want to give, specify the .spec.js as well. If you don't want, you can give this one directly name itself. So okay, whatever your wish you can. So it is launching my application and closing. Okay, now I need to identify one by one. Okay, so this is a text box. So inspect. So here the locators lab is there, selectors lab also be there. So I will use locators lab. So I want to identify this element. First inspect by using this one. Here placeholder also be there. Okay, page dot get by role. First I will go with get by role. So how we can write page dot get by role? So what is the role? So we are identify it is a text box because it is an input tag. So this is a text box. So based on the tag name, we can identify what is the type. Okay, what is the role of that. Okay, this is a text box. How can we identify? It is a input tag. So every input tag mostly it is a text box. We can see and identify this is a text box because its type also be available. So type is text box. So it is a text input text box. If type is button, we can identify it is a type is button. If it is a radio, it will be a radio button. So based on the type, so we can define that it is a role of that specific element. So it is a text box so that I can identify with the text box. Role is text box. So what is the next? Name. What is the name here? So here enter name. Okay. Just copy it. Page dot get by role. Here the first item will be role. What is the role? It is a text box. Okay. Text box. Second one is name colon enter name. Okay, let me identify. Okay, so it is found one element. So in this way we can identify the elements. So we can identify any way. So we can, I will show you that also. So what I want to do here, I want to fill the value. For example, automation username. Okay, so here fill is throwing promise. Okay, so we need to put await. Similar way we can identify the next element as well. So here enter email. Okay, same. Await fill here email test automation @gmail.com. Okay, fine. So phone number, so we can use any other way. So instead of get by role, okay, suppose this is a placeholder. Okay, enter phone is getting displayed inside this text box. So this is a placeholder value. If you identify this, inspect this element also. So this is a placeholder attribute is there. Okay, first you can copy. So here where page dot get by placeholder. Okay, placeholder. Select, can give direct value. Okay, inspect, see it is identified. Okay, phone number. So await paste fill is a method. Here in single quotes give 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. Okay, fine. So as of now I fill these fields. Now I want check the value is what is the value I have filled this into each field. I want to verify. Okay, how can I verify? I expect here if you go in the assertions, so checked for the checkbox is checked or not, it is enabled or disabled, we can check this one. So if you want before entering the value into the text box, we can, is it visible or not, then we can enter the text box as well. So we can add that also. So to have value, the input element has the value. So after entering the value, thereafter I want to verify the value is correctly entered into the text box or not. I will verify. Okay. So expect, what is the locator here? Page dot get by role. Okay. This is my locator. To have value. What is the value here? So what is the value I have filled in the text box? Same value I want to verify. So it is also been single quotes. Okay. So in this way we need to verify. So in actual implementation of the framework level, you need to get these values from some other files actually. Okay. You need to keep somewhere, either JSON or Excel sheet, anywhere, right? You can get the values from there and you need to verify the same here. Okay. Okay. So to have value, it returns the promise. So we need to put await statement here. Okay. Here also what we can do, first we are launching this application URL. We will assert we are correctly in the correct page or not. Okay. Expect page dot URL dot to have okay. First enable or disable we can verify, then we can. Okay. So here page dot to have URL. Okay. To have title, to have URL. Okay. So what is the title here? Go to the application. This is the title actually, or else you can identify here also. Control F, search with title. So in the header section, if you see, this is in a HTML. Under header section, the title of the page will be displayed. So if you see here 28 titles, one of 28 titles are displayed in this page, but all the titles are not actual page title. Okay, the page title always be in header section. So make sure you should be in correct one or not. See, if you click on second time, it is showing as a form element, so it is not the this title. Okay, the first one, what is it is representing, it is showing in the page, so that is the correct one. Okay, again you can identify. So it will show, if you click on enter, automatically it will go for the next second element. So that is not correct one. Just before you need to confirm. So what is the title it is showing? It should be same as the page what is showing in a browser itself in the top. Okay, the browser title it should be showing the same. Okay, fine. Or else directly go to header section. In header there is a title attribute will be available. So inside that title attribute, what is the value we have? The same value we need to expect here actually. Okay, that is the title of the page. Next, so put await here. Await, expect page dot to have URL. So I want to verify the page URL as well. So just copy this one. I'm in the correct page or not. Okay, fine. Now before entering the values, I want to verify these elements are visible or not. Okay, let me come to this. So this time I will go with ID. Okay, so page dot locator hash give the name. Okay, so it is identified one of one. Okay, identify this element, expect. So what is this assertion? So is it visible or not? Okay, so the locator we need to give means the page locator, expect the locator of the page to be visible. Okay, so in the expect we give this locator of the page locator, the element locator. Okay, now to be visible. So when we use visible and when we use enable, so visible is we want to verify the element is visible or not. So if any element, if you want to click, you want to perform any action, so that you need to click, verify is it enabled or not. So if it is not enabled, you can't do any actions on that on particular element. So that we need to verify before that element is enabled or not. Okay, now I have verified this text box is enabled or not. Okay, and also I will check the email field also. Okay, let me go. So this time id is email. Okay, so here, okay, input, so id equal to single quotes, will go give this id. This is css selector. So how to identify the difference, what is the difference between the XPath and css selector? If you starts with double slash inside, okay, we can give id or name. Before that we can give @ symbol, then it is an XPath. If you remove double slash, okay, and @symbol, it is an XPath. Sorry, it is a css selector. Okay, just verify page dot. Here also it is identified one of one, so it confirms only one element is identified with the css selector. The same way we can page dot, okay, locator. The locator is now it's a css selector. Check, maybe the css selector may not identify with this one because of it is inside is a single quote. Okay, and outside also a single quote. In that case we need to give double quote inside this locator. Okay, then only it will be identified. So it is a main problem, like it is a small difference between normal selenium locator and playwright locator. Okay, so this is the difference. So whenever you have already in single quotes between, again you need to give the single quotes, you must update with the double quotes. Okay, so await, expect. Okay, to be visible. Okay, here you can see what are the methods available. Okay, just for what are the other methods we have, you can see. Okay, once you enter T, okay, to be attached, to be checked, to be defined, to be disabled, to be enabled, to be empty, to be enabled, to be false, to be focused, to be hidden, and so many methods are also be there. Okay, these are the validations you can perform by using expect with these methods. These many you can validate for the each and every element. Okay, okay, as of now I will update this one. Okay, fine. So I already means I can use to be visible and to have value. Okay, from the actions I have used fill method. Okay, so let me run this test case. So values are entered. After that it need to be checked. Okay, so the expected value is automation username but received automation. We need to update this. Where we miss? Here we entered to have value. What happened? What is this error? Let me close all. Control C. Rerun again. Here entered automation user. Okay. Received automation user. Okay. But expected I have added name. Maybe this is the condition. The character count would be maximum. Okay, automation user name. Okay, this allows only till automation user, not complete name, because this is the condition where they kept limited characters here so that it is not entering the remaining characters. So when we are verifying, see, we can validate in this way. So we are entering some value, but we are expecting some same value, but it is not same, so it is failing because of we know that. So there is a limitation. Okay, it should be expect something. Once we enter some value, it should throw, or else it should be some input. What is the values it should be allow? It need to show the some message, like information messages should show for the text box, so that can easily user can understand these many characters. So otherwise he can enter any length of the character, but the string, any length of the string, but after that only it is allowing some part of the string. Thereafter when we come to verification, it is fail, right? So this is that is the reason we have to verify after what are the values we have entered into the specific all fields, and we need to verify the same values into adding assertions. Okay, now let's run again. Now it is passed. See, all my assertions are passed. Okay, expect this value is there. Okay, so expect text box enter name to have this value. Okay, fill, these are the filling. Okay, this is the expectation condition what I added into for the mail. Okay, so all expectations also be expects all passed. Okay, similar way we can validate our assertions, adding assertions. Okay, next. So we have covered this fill one. Okay, next check click. Okay, so click. Let me come to here. Is there any buttons are there? Okay, start. Okay, and stop. Okay, start, stop. Here are the two buttons are available. Okay, let me identify this element. This is a button, type is button, so name is start. Okay, so page dot get by role, get by role. So the get by role here inside, what is it? Button, type is button. Here name colon what is the name of this field, so start. Okay, start identified. Okay, here await this element, click. Once it is clicked, okay, it is changed to stop. Okay, now we need to verify this would be start. Now button await page dot locator. Okay, I'm expecting this. To be visible. So after click on start button, it turns into stop. Okay, now once it is visible, then I will click on same. Dot click. Click will returns promise again. So we need to add await. Once we click on again, it is changed to start. Okay, so again we click on stop, again it will be turned into start. So if you identify this element, it will not identify it. Okay, so it will be turned into start again. Okay, so I will again verify this element, await expect so to be visible, to be visible. Let me rerun. Okay, this is passed. Okay, so we are confirming that, so our assertions are passed. What are the we are expecting? So after click on start button, it is turning into the stop. Once it we click on the stop button, again it is turns to start. So these two methods are verified. Okay, click is verified, to be visible is verified. Now I want to click the check and uncheck. Okay, here radio buttons also be there. I will check the radio buttons, then we will go for the check boxes. Okay, so for the radio buttons, how we identify the radio button? So page dot get by role. So what is the role here? It is not button, it is a radio. You can identify with the radio. So name colon. So what is the name here? Male. You can give single quotes male. Okay, let's try. See, this element is identified. So if you want to click the female, you can select female. Okay, so there is no type specific, so that it is identified with both the ways. Okay, if all are small also it can be identified. Only the matching name should be equal, then only he will be identified. Okay, so male or female, you can anything you can select. So I want to select the male radio button. So await page dot, so already page dot get by role element is there. So here click is a method to select the radio button. Okay, fine. So before going to that, is it selected or not? How to verify? we will see later. Okay, first we need to go for is it selected? Okay, selected other radio button as well. Okay, female. If you want to select female, you can add. Expect to be hidden, to be truthy, to be visible, to have, okay, to be checked, okay, to be truthy. We'll see. So what is this? Be truthy. Okay, so it returns ensures that value true in boolean context, anything but false, okay, zero, null, or none. Okay, it will return something value. Okay, so honest radio value. Okay, let me print it so that we can identify what value it returns. Okay, console dot log, here I will print the value of this one. Fine. Next, so I want to select these checkboxes. Okay, so page dot get by role, get by role. So here we need to give anything. Okay, anything means either a checkbox or combo box. There is a two options are available for select the checkbox. Okay, we'll see. So is it working or not? So name is colon, so I will give Sunday. Okay, identified. Fine. So await page dot element dot check. Here not click, I'm using check because it's checkbox. So checkbox we need to give check method, not click method. Okay, next element I will give Tuesday, Tuesday. So identified with the check. So I change the role. Okay, instead of checkbox I will give combo box. COMBO, combo. You can see anything, what other COC combo box is there. Okay, name colon in single quotes Tuesday. So paste that by text locator. Okay, has text expect xpath. Okay, so this is a label. With label also we can give. Okay, and also we has label has text. Okay, this label has the text it's Sunday. Okay, like that we can give. So text exactly true, and get by label also we can give. So let me check here if it is not finding, even though. Okay, why it is not in event, right? Let me check here. So whether it is select checked or not. Okay. Wait. So check is a method. After checking, so just I want to verify whether the checkbox is checked or not, so that we are confident on. So it's correctly select the checkbox or not. Okay, check the checkbox or not. Okay, so expect what we need to give this checkbox value page dot locator. So after that, to be checked. For this element we are 100% sure it should work, but in a combo box only we are in confusion state. So whether it is working with the combo box or not. Okay, let me check. CLS. Okay, so this is failed. Radio name, see I used click. Okay, but why it is not, why it is failing? A white page get by role. Okay, this is a click, even it is failed. Why? So for the radio button, is any methods are there? Let me use check here. Change the locator. We'll try. First identify the locator, get by label. Okay, so page dot get by label. What is the label here? Mail. Okay, comma exact true colon true. So let me try this. Control K, Control C. Okay, this one also we can put component here. If it work, then we can go for next steps. Okay. Okay. See, now it is selected with the label, it is working. And also be the Sunday checkbox was selected. Thereafter, what is that happened? So the expect page dot get by role combo checkbox Sunday to be checked or not. This is failed because we are not kept await statements here. So that is the reason it is failing to be checked. It returns the promise. Same as here also we keep await statement. Now try. Sunday is selected. Now again pass to be checked. Okay, to be checked. So the role was combo checkbox I mentioned. Let me make it as a checkbox. Okay, same. Control S. Sunday selected. If it is select failed for Tuesday, we will confirm that. So it only check get by role is checkbox, not with the combo box. Still it is running. Why it is taking so much time? Yes. See, this statement now passed. Only when we kept as combo box it is failed. Now let's turn into change the combo box to checkbox. So we are sure about the role is checkbox. Okay. See, those two checkboxes are selected. There now it's fast. Okay. See, complete test case fast. Checkbox and expectations also be expected. Assertions also be passed. Okay. Fine. Close this. So if I want to select, okay, given specific values, for example, Friday, Wednesday, Saturday, I will give. So these set of values need to be selected. How can we do that? Const, it should be an array. So I will keep it as a days. So how we can give the values here? Here arrays would be, so here I will copy Wednesday, keep it in double quotes or single quotes, Friday or Saturday and Friday. Okay, we'll give any order. Okay, let me make it as in single quotes Friday. So here we can use one for loop. So in that for loop in Playwright or JavaScript, how we can write? So day of days. Okay, we can give like this. So what we want to do? So here page dot locator. Okay, this is our locator. Okay, instead of this Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, I will give day. Okay, so if it is a Wednesday, you will go here. If it is a Saturday, you will go here. If it is a Friday, you will go here. So what is the next step? So await. So this page dot locator, I want check the check boxes. Okay, I want to check the check boxes. Fine. So after this checking check the check boxes, thereafter I want to verify whether the check boxes are selected or not. Expect await page dot locator. Okay, to be checked, to be checked. Await. Okay, 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 let me run the test case. See, all are passed and all are checked. Okay, so if it is in checked state, we can uncheck. If you want if it is already unchecked, we can turn it in checked state. Okay, so in reverse. Okay, for example, for so I will give so all. Okay, Sunday, Monday, okay, Tuesday. Okay, now stop days. Here I can mention all days. Okay, all days. Monday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So Thursday. Okay, so now